Hey y'all. Okay, so it's Ravon, and if you know me, you know I'm very spastic, and I do things for the moment. Well, I decided that I'm going to meet some of my girlfriends in a couple of hours, and I'm gifting this bag that I made to one of my girlfriends, and I had cut out another one in similar vinyl but different color. And I just decided that I want to make it so that I can wear it today. This is the kind of stuff I do. So I'm going to see if I can do this really quick. I've already cut it out. So I have my front and my back panel. This is the candlewood tote at 70%. It's really quick to make. So I think I can do it. But this is the front. This is the back. And then I have the two same pieces for my lining. And of course my bottom. Yeah, and I think what I might do is omit the handles today to save time. So it would be this bag without the handles, and then I'll put the handles on tomorrow or something. Kind of want to see what it would look like without the handles anyway. So yeah, let's see. So what I'm going to do right now, I decided that I want to add this lock instead of the one that's on it, just to have some variety. So I am going to go ahead and get the lock put on my lining. And I've got a piece of foam to go behind it for stabilizer. Oh, I should have did that further down. First mistake. This is what happens when you just do stuff randomly. I should have put that lock a little bit further down because that's going to be too freaking close. I'm going to have to put on my zipper foot, and I'm a lazy sewer, but I'm going to have to use my zipper foot now. Dang it. Dang it, Ray. You know what? I didn't have a choice because I'm using this lock, and that's how far it is from the top, and it has to go over the top. So it is what it is. I just didn't think about that, so I have to use my zipper foot. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. I hate changing my feet when I sew. All right, so that's the back piece. Yeah. Okay, and this one does have a divider pocket, so I'm going to go ahead and get my divider pocket put on. I already made that the last time I was prepping this, so I place it about, typically about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. So about right there should be fine. Baste the sides on. I actually like to baste it from the top, from the bottom, because there's a bigger lump on the other side, and just makes it a little bit easier. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. This is at about 3/4 of an inch. That light is weird. There we go. So, me and my girlfriends, we decided a little while ago that we never see each other enough. You know, we're all super busy. Some of us have kids. The ones who don't have kids, their jobs are just keeps them super. Oh, I ran out of thread. It's okay. Everything's fine. Their jobs keep them super busy, so it was like we weren't seeing each other barely. And so we said, you know what, we have to be proactive about this. Let's try to schedule something once a month where we can get together, just get together. And so that's what is going on today. We are going to be meeting for lunch. And I'm very excited about it. But again, because I'm me, I just decided that I need to make a bag to go with my outfit. Who does that? Just holding my thread. When you do the bobbin on this machine, you need to hold the thread as a line. This is a Yamata. Sure, I just woke Lola up. Dang it, boy. There goes my chance of getting this finished, huh? All right, and I'm going to go ahead and just get this back in really quick. Let's see. It looks like I have a couple of people that joined. Wow, I'm actually shocked. I never, you know, I don't have time to sew a lot, so I don't get to post. And I've noticed that the more and the longer I go without posting videos, the less it seems like anything that I do post is seen. And I get it, you know. So I actually didn't think anybody was going to jump on here, but I wanted to show it anyway because some people have wanted to see the modifications that I've done for this at 70%. So I don't know when I'll be able to make a video. So I thought, why not at least go live when you do this? Very not planned. You know me. But thank you. Those of you who joined, thank you for joining. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't really see the words on my phone. So if I'm not responding, I apologize. It's not because I'm being rude. I can't see it and I'm trying to hurry up. Okay, so I've got my divider attached to the first side of the lining. I'm going to do the same thing to the opposite. And this is a drop-in line. And of course, I put it on the side that opposite where I already drew the line because that's me. That's what I do. Over it. Not a big deal. I do my drop-in line in a 3/8 of an inch, so I'm just gonna get that drawn on again really quick. No, 3/8 plus 3/8. I don't remember what I do it on. To be honest, when I'm not recording, I don't even draw drop-in lines. I just fold it over because I can just see it. So it's fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna add this to the other side. Same thing at 3/4 of an inch. Because I've already got one going, I can just line it up and they should be right sides touching. Make sure that this is at the top. Don't do what I almost just did. What is life? I just bought a brand new thing of these big ones because they are my favorite. Clamps, like, they're going to hold everything in place. And I can't find them. I literally just got them in the mail. I know Lola got a hold of them. I know she did. See, because that just broke. All right. And I'm just going to base this other side on top of what we just did. spacing it at 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to repeat the same thing to the other side. I really love this lining material. It's faux suede. I got it from Joann's, like probably about 7 years ago. No, about 6 years ago. I absolutely love it. It really feels like suede, and when you interface it, it gives us this nice crispness. It feels so good. It feels like real leather, like suede. And it's really easy to shape. Like, as a lining, we can like shape it into where you want it to stay, and it pretty much stays there. I like it. It was a little pricey, but I love it. Okay, and now I am going to get my bottom piece added. So I'm going to find my midpoints really quick. I see Margie on there. Hi, Margie. Jaded. Hi. She said, I'm surprised I get notifications. I know. I feel like nobody gets notifications from me anymore. What's up, ladies? Happy Sunday. All right. Let's see. Jaded, I can never remember your name. I'm so bad at names. But you're right? I think I remember that. Everybody has all these names on their social media and YouTube, and it's so hard for me to remember everyone's real name. But I know you. I just can't remember the name. Ooh, it's hot up here. I should have put the air on. We have a different unit upstairs and downstairs, and we don't turn the upstairs on if we're not up here. Generally, we keep it at about 78. And I forgot to turn it on when I got up here, and it is hot, baby. Y'all know I'm in Texas, so it is always super hot and humid here. It has not cooled down yet. It's still high 90s. High 90s and humid is a crazy combination. All right, I'm just pinning my bottom together. Right sides touching. Again, this is the Kenwood Tote by Love Lola. Printed at 70%. If you're interested in doing it, the handles, I modified the handles length to, let's see what this is, to, it looks like about 12.5 inches, and that will get you a handle that looks like this. To get my pattern, you just have to go to my website and purchase it. My website is www.lolalooks. I have it linked in my bio on YouTube. It's in the bottom. The link is in the bottom of every video that I've ever posted. So just follow the link to my website and go to patterns, and it's there. I do have a video tutorial that goes along with the pattern. You can find it on this channel. Just type in Candlewood Tote and it will come up. ladies, are y'all working on any bags right now? So whenever I do my bottoms, if there's any material left over right there, I just snip it off. And generally, each corner is going to have the same amount. It just depends on your material. If you're using material that moves a lot, you can make it, you know, you can make it match up. But if you're using a material like the suede that has no give, and then I also interfaced it, then you're not going to be able to really force it that much. I mean, if I really wanted to, I maybe could, but it's not that serious to me. I'm just going to snip off that little bit of extra. Okay, and I just did the same thing to all 4 corners. And now I am going to add a little stitch right in the corners. I always do that. It just makes it easier when dealing with corners. Who doesn't want life to be easy? I do. Just keeps everything moving really fast. Highly recommend using staples for corners. It just makes it go by so much faster. All right, and I'm going to get these attached at about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. A little bit more than 1/4 of an inch because I don't want my lining to be sagging. About 3/8 of an inch. When I do drop-ins, I either increase my bottom seam allowance or I increase the seam allowance of my lining and not my exterior so that it makes up that extra space so it won't be saggy. I'm lifting my foot and rotating my bag when I get to the corners. Lifting my foot, rotating, and that's just going to help the corners not be, you know, try not to bunch up as much as they want to. There may be a little bunching, but that doesn't bother me personally when it comes to my lining. All right. You know what? My scissors are in the other room because I was making kits. So I'm going to grab my scissors really quick. All right, perfect. What kind of hi Michelle fabric is that? The lining? The lining is a faux suede I got from Joann's. The exterior is this kind. Let me see. It's on my site. I sell this. It's called like bubble something. I don't remember. But I've got it in like 5 different colors. I'm not sure which one you're referring to. But that's the exterior, and the lining is a faux suede that I got from Joann's. Okay, so I'm going to trim down. I always try to trim the staples out because I'm too lazy to take them out. So I'll always staple super, super close and then cut it off. All right. So lining. Oh, Ray Vaughn. I don't even know how that's possible because y'all saw me switch that over so that it wasn't at the bottom. Y'all saw me do that, right? I'm not crazy. I know what I did. I added the bottom piece to the top. Because this is the bottom of the zipper. Hey, Arnett. Did I start over or did I take the bottom off? But I already trimmed it. If I take the bottom off, I'm not going to have enough room for my top. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to take the zipper. It's fine. So I got a bunch of canvas in yesterday. I'm going to see if one of these canvases match this green. And I'm just going to do a new lining without a divider pocket. I truly don't need a divider pocket. It's fine. I feel like that'll go. It's not an exact match, but I'm not really into exact matches anyway. That way I just have to cut, and I'm just going to use this to cut it. And I'll save that divider pocket. I'll take that off another day when I have more time and put it in another bag because I'm sure I'll make another one of these. Anyway, it's fine. Everything's good. Everything's great. I actually kind of like this with that because the gold goes, what do y'all think? Should I use this one with the butterfly or should I use the other one? I kind of like that with the pop of color going on the inside. I think I'm going to use that. What do y'all think? Which one? I think I'm going to do this one. It's a fun little color. Oh. Whew. This canvas just came in yesterday. I'm so glad it came in because otherwise I'd probably be screwed because I don't have time to interface anything right now. You know what I mean? All right, so I'm just going to trace the pieces that I have. This is why I never go live, because I always mess up stuff. And so it's like, why would I want to go live? And people have to sit through me just messing up stuff. So I apologize. But this is really my life. This is pretty much how it goes down. Move, I don't want to cut you. Here's one side of the lining. This is how it really goes down, y'all. Oh, goodness gracious, Rayvon. I think I had 1 or 2 people join. So what I'm making today is my candlewood tote pattern, but I'm making it at 70%. What had happened was I'm going to meet some of my girlfriends for lunch today. And I just decided at the last minute that I wanted to make myself a bag to match my outfit. So I had this piece, this bag that I had already prepped a couple of weeks ago with plans to make it, and I just never had time. And so I said, I know, I'll make it right now before I go to lunch. Because that's the kind of stuff that I do. And so that's what I'm working on. I thought it was going to be really fast, but here I am cutting out new pieces. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. At least I have the canvas, so I don't have to interface. So, looking at the positive. And now I just need my bottom. There we go. And this is some canvas that I just got in yesterday, if you're interested. I have it in canvas material and also in matching vinyl. All right. Messing up stuff makes you perfect. That's a good way to look at it. I have such, my memory is, I'm losing it. I think I measured down, what did I say, 1 inch for my hardware. I'm pretty sure it was 1 inch. In the middle of the night, in my dreams. I don't know why, but that song is stuck in my head. You should see the things we do. Let me stop humming it because they'll silence my video. Copyright even for humming songs. Are you ready for it? Alexa, what time is it?
Good morning, Ray. The time is 11:16 a.m.
11:16. We're meeting at 2. Oh my god. I don't know if we're gonna make it. I still have to comb my hair. And that's, baby, that's something right there. I'm gonna get a new lock. In the middle of the night. You should see the things we do. I need a stabilizer to go behind it. Hello to everyone who has joined. Thank you for joining me. I'm actually shocked that you were able to join me because since I don't make videos anymore, I don't think that anybody gets any notification from me. I hate that I don't make videos like I used to. I just don't have time anymore since I have my business now. I hardly get to sew, so yeah. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I honestly didn't think I would have anybody join. Is anybody working on anything right now? I am busy with kits. I'm going to be teaching classes at the Sack Bag and Sew Expo. I think I'm saying that correctly. It's in Sacramento next month. This is the first time they've had it. So it's new. I'm pretty excited about it. There's going to be a lot of teachers there. Lots of classes. If you're interested, they have a website. I have it linked somewhere in my... I have it on my website link for sure. Okay, so that's the lock. Got it. Relax. That's the other lining. Got it. Here's my bottom. Got it. Getting all my midpoints matched, marked. Got it. We're going to try this again. No divider pocket, so this is going to be fast as hell. I'm sewing this at a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. So I'm not kidding. If you're interested in making this bag, if you do it at the 70%, it's really fast, especially if you don't do the divider pocket like I'm doing right now. It's a really fast make. And a lot of my friends, they like the small bags. You know, I'm into small bags too. And all of my friends are as well. It's funny. But I like it because it's really fast to make. So if my friends ask for it, I know that it won't take me too long to knock one out. One of my girlfriends stole one I made the other day. I was just showing her them, and she stole one. She tried to steal two. I was like, you can't have both of them, friend. Okay, so that's the top. This is the bottom. You won't get me twice. You'll get me once, but you won't get me twice, friend. I don't need to staple it because this lining is canvas, not interface like that suede was. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm going to take that apart on a day that I'm not busy. I mean, I'm not in a rush because I do want to use that divider pocket. It is super cute. I'm not letting it go to waste. In the middle, jeez Louise. Opening up my seam. Get off of there. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I can't believe I did that, actually. It's not the first time I've really messed something up. Life. It happens. Happens to the best of us, right? Alright. Again, I'm going to do this at about 3/8 of an inch seam allowance so that I will not have a saggy lining. Lifting my foot up on the corners. Rotating my material. I'm not sure if anyone else joined. If you did, I am making the Love Lola candlewood tote at 70%. I've had a couple of hiccups, but it's fine. I'm actually going to meet some of my girlfriends for lunch at 2, and I just decided that I wanted to make this to wear because I'm a spaz. All right, lining is attached. I'm going to trim it down. All right. Ooh, Arnetta, I can't wait to see it. All right, so lining is done. That little pattern is so cute. Made sure my midpoints are marked, and they are midpoints. Yep. All right, so I'm going to get my exterior done. I'm sewing these right sides together. at 3/4 of an inch seam allowance. Arnetta, which vinyl did you get from me? Oh, if anyone's new, this is the bag that I'm making. This is the Not Today Love Lola, but I'm making it at 70%. Okay. This is its regular size. This is 70%. Just for a comparison. It's super fast bag to make. There's some fun panels on the front, but you don't have to make those panels. Like I omitted the panels on this. And if you omit those panels, it's super fast. So this is the top. I'm not going to make that mistake again. This is the bottom. Now this vinyl, I don't know if you can tell, but it's got a nice thickness to it. And I interfaced it twice. So we're going to see how this goes for me. But I did that because when I make a small bag, I need it to be stiff. Because when it's small and flimsy, it's just, you know, it smushes in your hand. It's hard to get things out of it and stuff. So I need it to be super stiff and hold its shape because it's already tiny. It can't be collapsing on me when I'm trying to use it. So whenever I make a small bag, I always either stabilize the entire thing or I'll do double interfacing. And that's what I did on this one. Because I used stabilizer on my last one and I loved it, but I like to experiment with different stuff. So I wanted to see if I interfaced it twice with this interfacing I got from YWAC. It's the one that has the film on the back. It feels pretty much almost identical to Decaville Heavy, but not quite as thick. But anyway, I discovered that, and that's like my favorite interfacing to use now. And I doubled it up, and I'm going to see what happens with it doubled up. It feels pretty damn good so far. And because I am doing this as a drop-in, I don't have to worry about birthing it. So, it should be fine. And I am going to staple it because it just makes my life easier. Just the corners. I highly recommend stapling the corners of your bag when sewing. Cannot rave enough about it. Always do it very close to the tip so that I can just cut the staples away when I trim down my seam allowance. All right, that should do it for the corners. All right. All right, and now I'm going to get this attached at a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. When I get to the corners, I'm going to walk my needle so I can shift my material as I'm going to help not have too much bunching in the corners going on. I am sewing on a Yamata 1341 cylinder arm. It is a walking foot, so it's great for dealing with curves and also with making small bags. It definitely makes it a lot easier. Let me see if I can see. Do y'all see my bag? I'm conditioning my hair, and I use a plastic Walmart bag. The pink with the butterfly. Ooh. Yes, it was in the July mystery box. Oh, I love that for your friend. I told you I'd keep it real. Now see this bag on my head? This is my life. All right. All right, looks good. Trying to trim off my staples. All right. Okay, that's done. And now I'm just going to turn it out really quick. Just want to make sure I haven't missed anything, because I know me. I'm not perfect. This one is a little close to the seam, so I'm going to add a stitch right above it, just to make sure it doesn't rip or anything. All right, that should do it. If some of the staples are ouch, are too close to cut, I just grab needle nose pliers and it pulls it out just like that. It's super quick. I think that's all of them. And this is a little too close to the edge for me, so I'm going to add a stitch. Now the only issue is my divider pocket. I had added a piece of my hardware to attach a chain or a strap. Now that this one doesn't have a divider pocket, I'm going to be thinking of this as I sew, how I can get a strap attached to it. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this right side out really quick. My interfacing is coming out off a little bit, but it's fine. I like to just grab the bottom of my bag. I have heavy hands and strong hands, so... And then I just fold up from the outside. That's generally how I turn my bag. And the thing that I love about this vinyl is you don't have to worry about wrinkles because of the texture and the material. It's not an issue. And even though I'm making this bag super stabilized, when I originally purchased this vinyl, it was for my idea. One of my girlfriends was looking over the materials with me, was to make a slouchy bag with this. Like this material would be super pretty on a slouchy without interfacing it. There are a few designer bags. If you Google, you'll be able to find some designer bags that have this type of vinyl and they're slouchy. So that was the goal, but for this one, I want it structured. Okay, so we're here. We're about to get these two attached. This needs to go on the back side. And this is my front. Oh, you know what? I need to add my label. I just bought new labels. I take my time. So I've got these cute labels that I just had made. It says made with love. That would be cute. And then I also just had some new labels with Lola on it made. I think I might do Lola with this one since it's for me. If it was a gift, maybe I would throw made with love on it. All right, so let's see. Take my time. So this is the back. Let's see. It goes on, looks like the outside. Perfect. Did I not mark my midpoint? Oh, I did. It's just very tiny. Okay. I think I'm going to go down 2 inches. 1.5 inch. I think I like 1.5. Yeah, let's do 1.5. Okay. And here's the center mark. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be the middle. Here's the things I do. This is a crappy seam ripper. This is one of the oldest ones I have. I don't know why. That's the one that I picked up. All right. I just need to go and buy like new everything because all of my crap is old. I need to replace it. This is already interfaced. Like I said, I put 2 layers of interfacing on it, so I'm not going to worry about a stabilizer. I think it'll be fine. All right, so I've got my label on. Is it really thick? It's not really thick. It's here it is without interfacing on the back. So it's got a good feel to it, but I wouldn't say it's really thick. Folded it twice. I think a domestic would be just fine with it. If you want a little sample of it, if you're willing to pay for shipping, I don't mind cutting off a piece. I think I have some extra pieces and sending it to you before you commit to buying a roll. But yeah, it's not like super thick, but it's got some feel to it. I want to say it's probably about 0.8 millimeters. Okay, so I've got it in. So basically what I am going to do is get these attached. Normally I would draw a line if I was making a video. I'm not, so I didn't. I'm just going to fold it down. Double-sided tape would be good if I didn't have, usually I wouldn't use it, but I have clamps and I can't find them. The ones that I did have, my daughter takes my stuff. So I don't know where my good clamps are, but then I bought new ones because of that, and I can't find the new ones that I bought. It's crazy. So I guess I will put double-sided tape on at least my lining. But yeah, it's driving me nuts. I just bought new clamps and I have no idea where they are. Whatever, man. It's fine. Everything is fine. Does anyone else tell themselves that all the time? I'm hoping the more I say it, the more I believe it. My friend Alita always says, all is well. All is well. So now I try to use that philosophy. If I tell myself that all is well, then all will be well. All right. I got my lining, double-sided tape on. So let me go ahead and get that folded down. Actually, please, Lord, let me find my zipper foot, because it's been so long since I used my zipper foot. Who knows where it is? Oh, that's gonna be what takes me down. If I was a zipper foot, where would I be? Hallelujah. God is working miracles on this beautiful Sunday morning. It's been so long since I've changed my foot. I don't even know where to go. I'm so lazy. I don't like changing feet. And you know what's crazy is whenever I do stuff like this, I'm that type of person that I don't know if I'm borderline I don't know what you would call it. Maybe a little bit artistic or okay, I need this to come up. But I count everything when I do stuff. Like if I go up and down my stairs, I have to count each step so I know how many. Not because I want to know how many steps, but I can't help myself. So when I go anywhere, I always know how many steps they have because I count it. But anyway, I hate doing this, changing my feet. And one day I was like, Ravon, relax. It doesn't even take that long. So now I count when I change it so that when I finish, I can say, see, you didn't want to change that. You were being lazy, but it only took you, 85 seconds. So that's how I kind of psych myself out to be like, just do it. I always get stuck right here. Like I know that I feel like I'm doing something weird. I shouldn't get stuck like that. Okay, and I'm going to take this off too because I need it gone. Okay. So I need, what piece do I need? I think this one, right? I believe that's correct. Okay, and then this one, gosh, put that down. Okay, Jesus. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, I believe that's it. And then this screw, righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay, I got you on. And now I just need to tighten this one. Okay. I feel like this one can be a little bit tighter. There we go. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? No excuse. It wasn't even 2 minutes, was it? Okay, I don't want to lose those, so I'm going to put those back up. Get this out of the way. Nicole, you count your stitches? Righty, tighty, lefty, righty. Oh my gosh, I've never counted my stitches. That's a new one. Oh my gosh. So how many, oh gosh. Do you count your top stitches? Like, now I'm going to be counting my stitches. Oh my God, why would you put that in my ear? Okay, so I got this put in. I do have tape on my lining. Like I said, I usually don't draw a line. I just kind of guesstimate it. I only do the lines if I'm making a video, and this, I wasn't planning on making this video, so it doesn't count. Why did my tape come off? Go back, go back, go back. But what I do when I do a drop-in lining, if I don't want to change my seam on the bottom when I add the bottom, I'll just increase the seam on my drop-in lining a little bit more than my exterior, and that way it makes the bag come up a little bit and it'll stop it from being saggy. So that's just a shortcut. I'm not going to be able to increase this too much today just because my yeah. Oh, I'm stuck. Jesus. Because of I'm using this lock on this bag, and you see the back of it is so close to the top, and the top of it goes over the top of the bag. So I had to put it that length from the top. But anyway, so that's why I have to use my zipper foot. All right, and so I'm folding this over at about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. This is my lining. I've got double-sided tape on it, so that's going to hold it in place for me. All right, my lining is folded. Now I'm going to fold my exterior about 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to match up my seams first. I'm going to match up my back and front seams as well. Now, I like to add a French seam on the sides of my bags. Right along there. You see that? If you have a domestic machine, you probably won't be able to do this. I like it because it just gives it, it just looks, I don't know, it looks nice and it gives it a little bit more of a shape. It's not necessary. Maybe I won't do it on this one just to show that you don't have to. But maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I won't. So that I can show the difference between doing it and not doing it. You know what? I'm not going to do it. All right. I think my hair is conditioned. I can take my Walmart bag off now. Okay. But I like to do that because not only does it give it the structure that I like, but I also will put my seam, my lining in it. And so it keeps my lining from moving. But a bag this small, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. I also attach my lining. Usually the bottom of my lining, if this is my lining, I will attach it to the inside seam allowance of my exterior before I flip it. And that also makes everything stay. That's what I did on all of the other ones that I made. If you look in, you'll see that it's like really where it's supposed to be. And that's because, it's hard to see it. That's because I attached the seam of my lining bottom with the seam of my exterior bottom. So it keeps everything snatched. But for today, we're not going to do that because I know a lot of people sew on domestic. So let's just do it regular so we can see that you're still going to have a nice finish. I don't know how I'm going to do this without my my clips. I literally only have a few clips left. I may have to just do a little bit of the bag at a time and then reclip. Don't have kids, y'all. If you sew, don't have no kids because they are going to, it's a toy. Everything in this sewing room is clearly a toy to Miss Lola. She comes in here while I'm working and like doing orders. And I let her play, you know. I like to have her in here with me. She needs to entertain herself. But by the time I finish and I look around, all of my stuff is in a new spot. All of the magnets that I keep on my machine, they're gone. I don't know where they are. I find them randomly in weird spots. I need to just rebuy everything and put it in a secret stash where she can't see it. And then that way she'll play with what's out. And I'll have my, you know, I'll know where my real stuff is. Yeah, I may have to just do the front and then go back and do the back. Because I don't have enough clips to do the whole thing. Where can my new clips be? I wonder if she got a hold of them. I'm just kidding. Don't let sewing stop you from having kids, obviously. Oh, somebody would be the win on the bottom of my thing and wrote something to piss me off because people love to just bother people on the internet. I don't know what it is. My God. How dare you say you shouldn't have kids if you're sewing? Nah. Oh, gosh. All right. I know this is my favorite tool. I have to use it before I sew these together. It flattens the seam so good on the sides. Yep. Can't live without it. Makes such a difference. You can get it from Amazon. It's for key fobs, but I use it for flattening seams. It's in my Amazon storefront if you're interested. I do have an Amazon storefront where I put all the stuff that I like. I may get a commission for it if you use it, so if you do follow it, that link, and use it, then thank you for supporting my channel. I may have enough to get all the way around, y'all. I talked all that shit about my daughter, and I have enough. Yep, I think I do. All right, got it. Okay, so let's get it added with my zipper clip. Whew, I thought I messed up. I'm paranoid. I always feel like somebody's watching me. All right, let's see. I haven't used this foot in so long. Is this right? Oh, that's too far away. Okay. Okay, I see. I think I may have been doing it backwards in the past. Is this a left hand? I get confused very easily when it comes to, oh, I don't like that. Okay, I see. Okay. It seems like the stitch length is a little bit different, a little bit shorter. I have noticed when I use this foot, things are a little different. It's not as smooth. The stitches seem a little bit shorter than if I was on my regular foot. So I am going to take my time, make sure there's no shifting, because I can't do this over. Okay, I see. Okay, yeah, this is good. I feel like no. I'm going to walk it over that stitch because this foot doesn't move as well as the regular foot. And that's because there's no material. Like usually the other side of the foot is holding the material down. Well, because the way that I'm doing it, there's no material underneath it. It's right on the edge. So it doesn't really have anything to like grip to, if that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. There is a little bit of a stretch going. Did I run out of thread? Oh, okay. Going on right here, which doesn't bother me. Oh, you know what I should have done? That's going to be part of the middle. I should have scooched that to the... Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on right now, but it's fine. I'm going to raise my foot a little bit higher. See if that helps move things along. And did. It's just usually, you just got to fill it out. Usually I wouldn't have to raise my foot to the max of 6. But like I said, this foot, it just feels a little bit different. It's dragging a little bit almost, so it's making my material bunch up, which is pissing me off. But it's fine. I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, it's making it bunch up a bit. Hopefully it's bunching on the area where the handle is gonna go, so that will kind of take away from it being so noticeable. I'm cranking it by hand because it was just dragging a little bit and pulling my material. Even though I have it at the highest. Oh, you're gonna piss me off. Okay, I'm gonna shift this back over. And I don't want to lose my lining under there. I'm losing my lining. I'm losing my lining. I knew it. All right, so I'm going to grab one of these iron lamps and pull it up. Okay, get it back in position. There we go. Thank goodness this is my bag, right? Jeez. Yeah, I have it on the highest it can go, and it's like not lifting up that much. It's fine. Okay, and now we have come to, oh God. We've come to where, Jesus, I don't think I'm catching it. Oh, I did catch it. That's trash. I'm going to have to probably go back and sew that by hand. Yep, pretty horrible. I think I'm going to just finish it and let it not catch the lining. And I'll just go back and put either leather glue to attach what was missed. Or I won't even bother about it because it's my bag. But this is because the magnetic snap is so close to the top. And I'm sewing it with the magnetic snap facing down. So it's in the way. I should have sewn this facing up so that I could have maneuvered around that snap. But right now the snap is pushing against my machine, making the material lift up. And it's really making me upset. So I'm actually going to pull it off and flip it over because it's trash. Oh, and now I'm scratching it up. Thank goodness I have the protective cover on it. But you see what I mean? It needs to be right side facing up for that part. So I'm going to take this out. I'm not too concerned because the vinyl has this texture to it. It's forgiving. So once I put a little bit of heat on it, then the holes are going to disappear. They're not going to be noticeable. All is well. Okay, so I am just taking out the thread that's there, pulling it back a little bit, If I took the time to change my zipper foot, then I can take the time to make this look the way it's supposed to look. That's my thought process right now. That's why I'm taking it apart and doing it. I've already put the work in with the zipper foot, so yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is flip it this way so that I'll be able to see it. And I'm just going to start from where I started. Now, this is dangerous because now I can't see the front, so I just have to pray that it's everything's where it's supposed to be. I believe in myself. I'm about to pour myself a spritzer. That's how much I believe in myself, right? I need a cocktail after all of this. Jeez. All right. You got this, Ray. Everything is good. Everything is going good. Feeling good about it. Feeling good about it. Everything's going good. Yeah. Okay. I can see my exterior material, so I know that it is lined up where it's supposed to be. That's making me happy. Okay, I'm approaching that magnetic snap, but I've got my foot on, so I'm not afraid. Nope, zipping right past it. Yep, that was the problem before. It was facing down, so I was pushing against my machine, so I couldn't get around it, but I just got around it just fine this direction. So now I just want to make sure that it's not slipping from my exterior, and it's not. Okay, and I just need to finish up where I left off. I'm approaching it very slowly, carefully. Yeah. Okay, you got it, girl. And I'm going to decrease my seam, my stitch length a little bit just because I'm back stitching. I shouldn't back stitch. I should pull it to the back and tie it, but I just don't care enough to do that. Oh, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I pull it to the back and stop being lazy? Oh, should I pull it to the back and tie it? Oh yeah, I am going to get a, I'm going to have a cocktail. Yeah. I'm going to have it right now, actually, because why wait? Am I going to backstitch or am I going to pull it? I think I'm going to backstitch. I'll pull it. Somebody just made me feel bad. I'm just kidding. Well, now I have to get a needle so I can pull it through the top. Oh, no, I'm going to do two things. All right, so I'm just sticking it through so it comes up in the middle. Look how big this needle is. Oh my God. I couldn't find my other one. I just didn't feel like looking. Okay. All right. Pull it up in between the two. And I'm going to tie a knot and cut it off. Bam. Look at me going above and beyond. Who would have thought? All right. And I definitely need to take out the ones from before. Yep, that one. All right, I think that should do it. And I'll give it a little burn later so that I can work those holes out. But you really can not really see it. Like I said, this material is pretty forgiving. I don't like that foot. It totally messed up my final top stitch. I won't do that again. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I already have the back part of that snap added. I just got to get the front of this added. So this goes to, this is a lock. And the way that it works is I need to put the back in. So this has screws on the back. I'm just going to take the screws out. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 12:11 p.m.
12. I gotta be there at 2. I think I can do it. Because I'm not going to make an adjustable strap. I'm just going to make a chain. All right, so this is the other side of the magnetic snap. I need to put that in there. So I'm going to open it and get that put inside. So if you ever order this, this is what you have to do. Just place it inside and then close it. Oh, you know what? The last time I did this, I felt like I wanted to add a piece of stabilizer in there because I didn't like the way that I could feel it kind of moving a little bit. The hardware, I don't know, little things like that bother me. So I am going to cut a little piece of stabilizer to put behind there. All right. Okay. And now I'm going to fold it over. I like to use my tweezers to fold it. It gets really close because I don't like it shifting or moving. See? And now there's no like shifting right there. Okay. So now we want this centered like that. And then this is going to clamp to that. So I need to find the center, and that looks about centered. I'm not going to measure because it's not that serious. That's about the center. So I need to mark, and I do mark on the front of the bag. So I'm just going to grab a pen and make a mark where each hole is. Okay, so I'm just putting this against the bag and marking through each hole. And I am poking through the lining and the exterior. I need my glasses. I can't even see. Well, I don't think it's my glasses. I think I just didn't mark dark enough. It's right like on where my top stitch is, and I don't want to cut my top stitch. So I think I'm going to place it slightly higher because I don't want to cut my thread. I think it'll be fine. All right, so I'm just using my hole puncher from Mormino to get these holes poked. Speaking of Mormino, guys, I have a class I'm going to be doing at her Sew Whatever studio coming up. If you are free, I would love to see you there. It's October 25th. I'll be there for 2 days. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pretty sure that I go all the way through. There we go. There we go. Okay. For those, if anyone joined recently, what happened is I'm meeting some of my girlfriends today at 2 o'clock, and I randomly decided that I wanted to make a bag to wear. So I have this bag that I had prepped, and I decided to try to sew it really fast. And then I decided to go live because I never get to sew anymore. I just wanted to get online. And so a few people were asking me about the modification. So this is the candlewood tote at 70%. And so they were asking about the modification. So what I did was, if you're familiar with the pattern, you know that it has those little pieces on the front, like a design. For this, I didn't do that design. I omitted that. And that's what makes this so fast. So basically you would take the size of the lining and just cut out the lining size for the front and the back. Or if you want, you can do, I added my back panel pieces. That's why I have this piece right here. And in the front, I did nothing. So there's different ways that you can modify it to make it as fast as you want it to be. And if I hadn't been installing this lock, I would be done by now. Like, it really is a super fast bag. I'm just being extra. You don't know me. All right. So now I'm going to find my lock. Okay, here we go. And place it in the front. And then I'm going to just line up the holes on the back with the holes that I just made in the bag. And one of the holes did not go through all the way, so I'm going to do that really quick. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and stick it through to help me get going. So I've got it through the back of the hardware and the bag. And the screw is poking out the front. And now I'm just going to line it up with the hole on the hardware. And start screwing it in. I'm not going to screw it in all the way because I still want to be able to maneuver it around to get my other ones in, but it's in pretty good. Now I'm doing the same thing for the other hole. Whoopsie. I'll find that later. can't move it around, then you probably put the other screw in too tight. You can just go back and unscrew the other one a little bit. All right, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. There we go. Is it in there? I don't think it's in there. Can't tell if, no, it's not. So I'm going to unscrew the other one just a little bit so I can move this around to where I can see it. All right, I think that's it. Yep, got it. All right, and now I just got to do that to the other 4. There we go. I see it. This is probably one of the most time-consuming parts if you're doing this lock. I mean, again, this is not the traditional way of doing it, but okay. So I've got that in, and I'll do the other screws later once I stop the video, so I don't take up all the time screwing. But that's what you're going to do, is just put the screw through each hole, and then it snaps to the other side. Okay, so this is what you're left with. This is where it was dragging. Oh, that's annoying. That's okay. I'll massage it a little bit and see if I can work that out. All right. So at this point, this is when you would add your handle. But I don't know if I'm going to add a handle today, just because I'm in a rush. I may do... Trying to think, what would I do if I did something different? I don't know. What time is it? Do I have time to do this handle? My friends are going to be like, why are you late? I'm going to be like, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know. You should see the things you do. I'll be fine. It won't take me long to get ready. I'll just keep my hair in a bun. I already know what I'm wearing. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh! I have this stupid foot on. Let me see. God, I hate it. It is stupid. I needed a big gulp. Excuse me. It's fine. It won't take long, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Do I need that? 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. I don't know what I did with the foot. Oh. I do need that. $40 seconds. One minute. I think that I keep the screw on that one. Oh no. $45, $46, $47, $48, $49, $50. 2 minutes. See? All that complaining, everyone. It's not that bad. 2 minutes to change the foot and make sure you do it right. You got 2 minutes. Oh, I didn't put that one on tight enough. More than 2 minutes then. I didn't screw that one on tight enough. I need my big screwdriver to get that one as tight as it needs to be. My big screwdriver that I just had, but I no longer know where it is because that's my life. I literally just used it. The big one just like this. Oh, there it is. That one gets it tighter for me. Oh. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we can, well, now I gotta find my handle. Oh, there it is. All right, let's try that again because, that was gonna be trash. There we go. I can lower my height now back to normal. You should see the things we do. Oh, what? Why? You know what? That foot, like I said, it was doing something really weird. I think it messed up my tension because it just made my my thread snap, and that is not a normal thing. I think it went from whatever it had to do to work with that foot back to being normal, and it just, my machine wasn't happy with it. Isn't it funny how these machines can be so finicky? Like, they have real emotions. Like the nerve of me to put that foot on here and make it adjust and now make it go back. Like it's going to teach me. You want to play games, Rayvon? I'm going to snap this thread because there's no reason that should have happened. I know it's because that needle was, it was doing something weird. I don't know. Well, it's because, like I said, there was no material on the other side of the thread. other side of the foot, so there was nothing, no tension or anything there. And this machine is industrial, where it likes to have heavy weight. It doesn't even like to sew on like cotton. So I imagine it was similar to that. There we go. So it just had to let me know it wasn't happy with me, but everything's fine. Okay, and I'm not going to close. I did close one end, but I'm not going to close this end because I'm going to be sticking some cording in here to give my handle some stability. Oh my gosh, I talked so bad about my daughter, and I found the clamps that I was looking for. I put them up. I never put stuff up, so that kind of surprised me that I put it where it was supposed to go. There it is. That's crazy. I'm so sorry for talking so bad about my daughter. So I'm going to leave about 1.5 inches, between 1 inch and 1.5 inches from the edges. This is plastic cording that I'm using, and I am going to double it up to give it a little bit more stiffness. And I am going to just shove it in. Okay. Once it gets to where I can no longer fit in there, I'll use a chopstick or something to just continue to push it down. And I'm just pushing it down for enough to not be in the way when I rivet it on, okay? So now I'm going to look for my other handle. This is how I do my handles. I will put a piece of stabilizer. I like to use my, what are those called? Shearing scissors. Because it just, I don't know. I don't like when it's a flat line. Sometimes it catches on the seam. So I do that. And this one, I only did 1 piece. Usually I'll do 2 pieces. Sometimes I'll do 3. It just depends on how stiff I want it to be. But I think I was just feeling lazy. And I only did 1 piece. And so now, but it's fine because I did 2 pieces of cording inside. I think that's why, because I knew I was going to do 2. You can also do bigger cording. Like, I wonder if this fits. If this will fit, I'll use this instead. This is even better. Yeah, I'm going to see if this fits. Oh my God, that would be badass. That would be dope. Because this has a lot of structure to it. I forgot that I had this size. Okay, so I need you to get out. I'm just going to clip off the end of it and continue to push it through with this chopstick until I can grab it and get it out. At least that was the idea. It sounded really good in my head. Yeah. Please fit. Please fit. Oh, yes! Pinking shears. Thank you, friend. Oh, yeah, that feels good. So this is, I got this from Amazon a long, long time ago. It's in my Amazon storefront. It's in my storefront. I got to keep moving. 3/16 of an inch is what it says. This is plastic or foam? Foam. 6/32 foam welt cord. If you're going to get it from my storefront. Support my channel. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right. I'm going to push that in. Okay. I cut it at an angle, but I shouldn't because it's hard for me to pushed down at an angle. So I'm going to go ahead and flip that straight across so that now I can shove it down. Yes. Oh my God, that feels good. Ah! Oh crap, y'all. My daughter just scared. Why do you like... Y'all, that's her thing. She likes to sneak up on me. She enjoys it. Oh my God, Lola. Do you want to say hi? Mommy's live.
Hi.
She wakes up very late. I love it. I get to get sewing in the morning. Go back to sleep.
I'll let you know where Daddy is.
Daddy went to play golf with Mr. AC.
Oh, I was about to ask him for something.
What were you going to ask him for, baby?
He had something in his office that had juice fruit or fruit juice.
Juicy fruit gum?
Yeah.
It was in his office?
Yeah.
That's crazy because I actually bought that gum. So why would he put it in his office?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on the table in his office that's by his DJ.
By his DJ stuff?
Yeah.
Did he say he was hiding it from you or something? Were you eating it a lot and he wanted to hide it, maybe?
I actually never had. I saw it when Daisy was here. I never had a piece.
You never had a piece?
No.
Well, I actually bought that for you.
Oh. Because there's only like 3. Because one, you know, the middle. So 3. So there's all 3 rows.
Okay.
There's 1 row that's missing.
So he ate a whole row by himself?
Yes.
Greedy daddy, huh?
Did you eat one?
I did not eat any.
She ate a whole row.
He ate a whole row. That's crazy.
Yeah, I never had a row.
And you never had any, huh?
No.
Your daddy he's greedy, huh?
What did it? Oh, I don't know what it tastes like.
You don't know what it tastes like?
No.
Baby, if you want to ask me for a piece, just ask me for a piece. I hate when you beat around the bush like that.
Because I was just asking where the daddy was because he had it in his office, so I thought he bought it.
No, Mommy bought that.
Oh,
I mean, what's mine is his, what's his is mine, but I did buy that. I thought I had put it in the kitchen drawer so that everybody could have it.
Oh, I guess daddy took it.
Would you like a piece, sweetie?
Yes.
You can have a piece.
Yay.
Don't tell him I told you now. That's between you and Mommy, okay? Just take the piece and go about your business. She's trying to get me in trouble, y'all. Oh, gosh. Who wakes up and their first concern is some gum? That's crazy. Okay, focus. Focus, because I can get this done. I can do it, y'all. All right. I made these handles a little bit thicker than the last one, but it's fine. Like thicker than the white one. Just playing around, seeing what works. What's up, baby?
Good.
It's good? You like it? You see your tablet? You left it at Daisy's yesterday. Miss Captain dropped it off for you. Yeah. All right. We got this. Okay. Where is my plastic? Here we go. About right there. Again, I am making it so that it will be short enough to not be in the way when I add these rivets. And I think I added the first rivet at 1/2 inch. So I think the first hole on the actual handle is 1 1/4 inch up. The measurements are in the pattern, and when I modify stuff, I just kind of do it by eye. So I'm trying to give you the measurements, but it's just, this is just me modifying. I don't really measure everything exactly. I just kind of do it. I'm getting some resistance right here. Oh, that's the stabilizer. Okay. Let me try it from the other side. See if it's easier. Yes. right. Hey. I have 2 pieces? Oh, this is the one I already did. That was the resistance. Rayvon, you're a doofus. I was scooting the other, I was like, I'm feeling resistance. And now I really am feeling resistance. I should have went from the other side. All right, here we go. Again, I'm going to just shove that in a little bit more. I feel like I should have made that a little bit longer. No, that's fine. Okay, let's get the other one in. I'm super excited about finding this cording. You know how you forget you have stuff? It's nice when you find something. Okay. Get in there. I'm glad that I did make a little bit wider than the white, or this wouldn't have fit. See, the universe is working in my favor. Put it in a little bit more. Super excited about this. I didn't know when I was going to have a chance to finish this bag. So spur of the moment always works for me. When I plan stuff, it never happens. I'm always too busy. I have to just make myself do it. Okay. Okay. So we just got to get the holes at it. So what I do on these, instead of measuring out, I just put it right where that seam is. And this is the seam that would be on the back. It's about, if I had to measure it, it would be about 2 inches out is where you would put the fold. But I don't want it to be, I don't want the fold to be, I don't want to have to punch through this area where the seam is. On the front, it wouldn't matter if we didn't add any seams. But because I have the seam going on, I want to make sure that I'm outside of it. So I'm just going to place it outside of the seam a little bit, so that the inside seam of the handle, I want this inside seam of the handle right here, the seam, I want that to be right on the inside of this, so that I'm not poking a hole through this seam. Does that make sense? I don't want it behind the seam, because now I'm punching through too many seams. So I'm going to push it so that the inside of this handle is aligned. Slightly past the seam, so right there. And I'm placing it, I'm going to place it 1.5 inches down from the top. So I'm going to grab a marker that erases and make a mark at 1.5 inches. Right there. And that's where I'm going to line it to the top of the bag. Go ahead and mark on the other one. And my foam that I put in stops right above that mark. So it's not going to be included in the rivet. Okay, so let me go ahead and get that done. And I want the seam to be facing the back and not the front. So again, I'm placing it right at that line and behind, past the seam. Perfect. And then I'm just going to fold it just like that. And I'm pushing the handle completely into that crease because I need it all to catch. We're going to be riveting through all of that. I think that because I'm going through so much material, it's best to use this machine. So that's what I'm going to do. If you want to measure it, the first rivet is going to be about 1/2 inch from the top. And the second rivet is going to be about 1 1/8 inch from the top. You know me, I don't really measure stuff. I'm just going to put it about where I want it to be. I'm going to scoot this back a little bit though. Right there. Perfect. Okay. First one is about 1/2 inch. And I always like to go in a little bit more than I think, because for whatever reason, the handle, it's like you can miss the handle. And what I mean is, if I think that the middle for the punch is right here, I'm going to scoot in a little bit. Because if not, it's a very likely that you're going to miss that handle on the inside. Believe me, I've made many of these, and I'm telling you, go in further than you think you need to. Learn from my mistake. Okay. First hole is in. Second hole is in. And you are going to be needing to use large rivets for this because you're going through so much material. These are my 9 by 10 rivets that I sell on site. That's what you're going to need, that length, because you're going through a lot of material, okay? All right. I'm going to go ahead and get the other ones added really quick. Make sure you don't twist your handle. Okay, I've marked the 1 1/2 inch mark. I'm going to line that up again right on the outside of that seam. Right there. Bam. Right there. Again, pushing that handle as much as you can into the crease, because it's going to feel like it's in the crease and sometimes it's not. Like, just keep shoving it as much as you can. And once you've got it in there, I like to put a big clamp to make sure that the tops are aligned. You don't want it to shift, because then that's going to be crooked. Okay, and now we're going to get our holes punched about 1/2 inch down for the first one. And the second one. For anyone who's joined, hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. If you like any of the materials that you see on this live, they are all available on my website, lovelolalooks.com, and that's LUV. Okay, so we've got the first two done. This is what it's looking like. Super cute. Okay, and let me get the back added really quick because I'm running out of time. So what I like to do at this point, because I'm lazy, I don't like to measure, I'll take my 2 side seams. I'll grab my favorite tool in the world and flatten it really good. Okay. Bam. Now it's super flat. And then I'll pin it. Same thing to the other side. I wish I would have showed you a before and after. Because this tool, oh my God, it changes the game when it comes to seams. But do you see how flat that is now? How sharp it is on the side? It wasn't like that a second ago. I'm going to grab a clamp. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is line up my front crease with the back crease. And to do that, I am just going to put them against each other, match up where the crease is, okay, and fold. And that way I don't have to measure, and I know that it's going to be exact. Because even when I measure, sometimes I mess up. I'm really bad about measuring. I get really confused really quickly. But, okay, same thing with the other side. I'm going to fold them together so I can see where that crease is. My crease is right here. And now I'm going to make the crease in the same spot. I'm going to flatten it really quick so that it holds its shape. I'm going to take my handle, measure up 1.5 inch. Okay. And I'm going to place it in here. Once I place it, I'm going to put it next to the other one and make sure that it's exactly where it's supposed to be. Okay, so there is that mark. Okay. Pushing in really tight. I love these clamps because they can get around anything, no matter how thick the material is, and it doesn't move. They're my favorite clamps. They're in my Amazon storefront if you're interested. And look, you can get them in these pretty colors. Did I show you already? I feel like I did when I found them. Almost. Oh, here we go. Cute. But yeah, they hold, no matter how thick the material is, it holds it. Okay, there we go. Oh, wait, I did it back. Oh, see, I twisted my handle. See? I would have been mad at myself. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to clamp it and make sure that it matches up exactly. Stupid. With the back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this. Okay. And see, it doesn't. For whatever reason, it's not matching up exactly. So I am going to shift it until it does. Because you want your handles to match, right? All right, and that looks good, I think, right there. Yep, that looks perfect. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to get my holes punched. About 1/2 inch for the first one. Actually, let me punch it from the front because that's the side that really matters. Lola, is the fridge open? Shut it, baby. I can hear it beeping. Oh, Daddy's back? Okay. First hole. Let's get the second hole in. Okay. All right. That one was a little bit crooked, but again, it's fine. Okay, so let me get the other side, make sure it's lined up. Which side am I doing now? Oh, I need to keep this on. This side. All right, about right there looks good. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna slide it back down. There we go. Flatten it a little bit. That should be it right there. Shit. I keep forgetting I haven't set this yet, so that it's popping off because it's really thick and it's a lot of moving going on. All right. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. This is the last one, y'all. In the middle of the night. Oh, gosh.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to, I decided I wanted to make a bag to go to wear in my outfit today because you know me.
That's crazy.
I know, I am crazy, so I guess, you know, it works. It works, right? think I'll be fine. What, baby? It's almost 1? It's fine. Okay. All right, let me set these really quick. In the middle of the night, in my dream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so here we go. We are finished. So the thing is, so this is what it looks like open. We shut it. It looks like this. Now, if I had put the divider pocket in it like I was supposed to, if you weren't here in the beginning, I had a mishap. I had to redo my lining. Then that divider pocket would help the bag stay open a little bit more, like this way. But it's fine. It does make it a little bit more spacious without it. What I would do if I did it this way, like I said, if you have an industrial, you can add, you can add these side seams like this to make it stay open. Like it will make it stay flat. Domestic, you're not going to be able to do that. So it's fine. But what you need to do at this point is just get yourself some clamps and clamp it like this. You need to work the seam out. I'm going to show you really quick the difference the seam makes. You see how that looks right now? Watch after I flatten it with this little machine. Not machine, this little fob keychain thing. How it gives it that shape. It just makes it a little bit more. So I would flatten it with that, and then I would put some clamps on it and leave it like that for about a day. And when I do that, I don't go all the way down to the bottom because I like that little puff at the bottom. When I do it, I stop about 1.5 inch from the bottom when I do add that seam. Okay. I'm tempted to add the seam, but I'm trying to not because I want to do one without it. Watch me in a week. I'll be done added that seam because I just can't help myself. Okay, I'm done. Super cute. Oh, okay. So before, when I do a divider pocket, I usually add my little hardware to attach a bag to it there. I don't have that added today on this one, so I need to figure out how I'm going to attach my strap. What I may do is just carry it as like this today, and get my strap added later, just because I'm pushing for time. I mean, I could just add one of these. So these little things, one side is a rivet and one side is this. So I could just rivet that on the back really quick. Right here. It's super tiny, so it's not that noticeable. I'd probably put it on the inside and just have a rivet show on the front. That's probably what I do. Yeah. And I'll do it to the back. So this is my back. That way it just looks like a little rivet on the side. I don't know. Let me meditate on it. I'm not sure. I'm not wholly committed to that idea. I might do another kind of attachment. I don't know yet. You know what? I may use this. So this is a key fob. I've been wanting to do this anyway. I may use this key fob and take the keychain part off and just put it on like this. And that way it'll squeeze in and give definition. And I'll have the option to attach a swivel hook to it. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's the direction I'm leaning on. And I'll just take that off. That's probably going to be what I'm going to do. But anyway, I got to go because I got to meet them in an hour and I haven't gotten ready yet. So yeah, this is going to be this version. Similar to this, I just changed the lock. So you can just really have fun with this pattern. This is at 70%, the candlewood tote. Yeah, I like it. I'll take some pictures later of my friend when I gift her this and of me wearing it as well. All right, I gotta go. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm really shocked that anybody got a notification because I'm never on here anymore, but I really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you later, okay? Bye, y'all. First time to my videos. Jacqueline, oh, thank you. This is a horrible video. This wasn't planned. It's really like fast and rushed. Please go check out my other videos on my YouTube channel. They're a lot better, okay? I promise I'm not usually this chaotic. Lynette, is Lynette Rain, new viewer. Oh, thank you. Yay, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I look rough, but yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, this was not planned. This just kind of happened. My other videos are a lot better. They're more organized. You know, I talk through everything. This was more of me just kind of getting this done because I have to go meet my friends. But thank you for everyone who I recognize some of the names and all of my new viewers. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank y'all. I never get to get on YouTube anymore. I miss everybody. And yeah, but Lynette. Okay, got it. Thank you. Gotta go. Hello, Beck. Say have a good one. Okay, bye, y'all. I'm gonna be late. I'm always late. My friends always make fun of me for being late. I can't help it. Okay, how do I turn this off? Let's see. Oh, if you like anything that you saw today, you can get it on my website. It's lovelolalooks.com. I have a link to it in my bio and underneath all of my videos. I sell hardware, vinyl, patterns, everything. But yeah, so I'm really gonna go this time as soon as I find out how to turn off my live. I gotta go do something with my hair. Live. Bye. Maybe this plus button. Oh, the X probably. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, I'm sure. I got to go get ready.